Hey, what's going on everybody? Nick Pulaski here. Just want to show you guys my stand that I built for my aquarium that I'm getting soon, and just want to show you guys how I built this. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I built it. My name is Nick Pulaski. Ever since I was young, I've had two passions, wildlife and filmmaking. My goal is to combine those two passions to make wildlife content. My passion for wildlife and my collection of exotic species is constantly growing. Come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty of our natural world. So this is the outcome of the stand that I built, just to show you guys before we got started. I'm going to be adding to it in the future, just adding a few more pieces of plywood to the sides and the back, just to make it look more aesthetically pleasing, but for now, it'll hold the tank, and that's all that matters to me. And I have to warn also, make sure you guys pre-drill. This is the list of materials I used for the stand. These are the dimensions I used for the project. After I had my list of materials and the dimensions I needed, I went to my hardware store to pick up supplies. Now the first thing I went to do was I went to go get 2x4s. Now when you're picking out 2x4s, you want to make sure that they're straight. So what I did was I took each 2x4 down and I put it on the ground to see if it was level. If it wasn't level, like this piece here, and it was really curved, now if you have a piece that looks like this and it's curved, you're going to have problems with your stand. It's not going to be level, it's going to cause you problems. So make sure you check and make sure your 2x4s are straight. Ow. Ow. After checking 2x4s, I went to go get some plywood. After I got all the wood that I needed, I went to get it cut. Once the wood is cut and I brought it home and I got all the materials inside, I started assembling the top and the bottom frames for the stand. Once the frames were built, I added two more 15-inch braces at 16 inches and 32 inches, and you can add more, but I think that these two will do the job just fine. After those two braces were in place on both the bottom and the top, I finished those frames, and then I started adding the 2x4s that will be standing tall. Once those 2x4s were in place, I started putting on the top frame. And directly after putting on the top frame, I started adding the support beams into place, just so I can get the top frame flush and even. Once the support beams were in place and the top part of the frame was in place and flush and even, I started pre-drilling and then drilling in the beams and also the frame. Once those are screwed into place, your stand is basically done and ready for a tank, but if you're like me, you want it to look a little bit more pleasing to the eye, so I added this piece of plywood on top, and I'm also going to be adding two pieces of plywood to the sides as well as the back, and then I'm adding a shelf down below with another piece of plywood. And then I'm probably going to stain it all. Alright, so here's the stand. It is done to the basic minimum that it needs in order to hold a fish tank. I'm probably going to spice it up a little bit and add some plywood boards on the sides just so you don't see it and it kind of looks enclosed, and then probably put a bottom shelf underneath as well. And I'll show you that in later videos to come, and probably stain it or do something with it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know down below, or any suggestions. But this is how I built it. A lot of people build these things other different ways, but this is going to hold the 90-gallon aquarium. It was cheap, it was inexpensive compared to other aquarium stands that you can buy at pet stores that cost a lot of money. This only cost me roughly, I'd say, probably 30 to 35 bucks. Didn't take much time at all. Honestly, probably only an hour's worth of time, if that. And I mean, like I said before, and I keep continuing emphasizing, make sure you pre-drill. Otherwise, your screws will get stuck or something will happen. But honestly, it's just a simple little fun project. I love doing things like this, and I'll do more DIY videos in the future. And I will show you and keep updating you on what's to come with this and all my other systems and everything else. So if you haven't already, please comment down below, let me know what you think, as well as subscribe to the channel and like the video. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys.